I did Indra's showcase yesterday, and I was like, oh, let me take a look at what people are thinking of Indra. And I wanted to make this video expressing my opinion after using him a little bit more, because that first initial showcase was the first time that I used him, and then I'd be using him a little bit more afterwards, right? So what do I think of Indra / what the people think of Indra? What I've seen from people is that they have been liking Indra, they have been liking what they see about Indra, or if they use Indra, they like what he does, but they are going to be skipping him because he doesn't seem too interesting, and I would agree so. I would agree that you should skip Indra, but not because he's bad. He's a good unit. He's a very good unit. But I don't think you should skip Indra because he's like a bad unit or anything. The issue with Blazing right now in general, and it's not like Indra's fault, it's just that normal banners have not been exciting, right? Let me pull up Nordex. I forgot to pull up Nordex. Let me pull up Nordex right here. So here's the thing. This is Indra's banner right here. Indra's banner, of course, comes with these step-ups. These are not very interesting. Like, Indra himself is a good character. He's the newest character. But it's like, okay, you get rate up for Nagato, Utsukada, and OT Naruto. Like, know this on these characters, but no one's interested in them anymore. Like Utsukada doesn't even go in the major skill team. Same thing for Nagato and OT, they're just not optimal. Like Kaguya, Kabuto, and Madara, like I can see that they are optimal. But you gotta like to go to multi 3, and you still have a chance of like getting Nagato, Utsukada, and OT. I mean, six multi though. If you get Kaguya, that's a good pull. But here's the thing, Kaguya was just in this banner right here. If I don't take too long to find it, because it was a month ago. Please don't take too long. But she was in the banner with the final vice there. I see that everyone that went through the... I've been talking too much about this, but it's because it's just such a banner that you should be waiting for, right? Kaguya was in this banner, so I feel like a lot of people summoned for her already, like a month ago. 27th of February. Today is the 27th of March. It was literally a month ago. So for that reason, I feel like a lot of people have been summoning for Kaguya, and like they aren't too excited for her either. And really, the banners that you should be summoning for are these banners. Are not like major banners, because again, these banners are way more interesting than these banners with the new characters in it. Same thing can be said for Blazing Bash. Like the newest Blazing Bash for like the Four Tails Naruto, right? Yeah, he has the step-ups. Is that like the same thing for the Blazing Festival banner as well, right? Like you get this guaranteed Blazing Bash. Okay, it's a fine banner, but then we have this banner right here that is far more interesting. It has like so many featured units. I feel like it's much better to just summon for a lot of units at the same time than just summon for one unit, right? When you're summoning for Indra, you're summoning for one unit, but in this banner, you're summoning for 7. Or in this banner, you were summoning for 5, and 2 of them were the final values, which are the best units in the game. Final Value Sasuke is by far the best body unit in the game, like way better than Indra. Final Value Sasuke is in such a higher level than any other body unit. It's not even funny. Actually, I think Indra could like get close to him, but like he's still the best one. So it's tough to say. But let me compare him to the latest Blazing Festivals, and let's see what has been going wrong, right? The Blazing Festival before him was Minato, and he was 100% skip. Like, Minato is good, but he doesn't bring anything to the table, really. Like, Heart just doesn't need him at all. Indra is such a vastly better unit than Minato, in my opinion, because Minato just relies on RNG with his dupes, and I just don't like that. Hashirama and Madara were Celebration. We don't count them because they are Celebration, but Madara and Hashirama are like maybe top 4 and 5 best units in the game. So, you know, they're insane. But then we have Kakashi, which was quite okay. He's an unit. Shisui is a really good unit. But the thing about Shisui is that he's good because he's fun. I like him because he's fun. But like in a real like raid with 6 units, he's really like annoying to keep the 150 boost going, right? Same thing can be said for OT Naruto, but he's still like a very fun unit to use nonetheless. Itachi is... I have my scribe. Everyone hates when I talk shit about Itachi, but I just don't like him. I really don't like him. Then we have Edo Madara, which I hate. Like, out of these, I think Edo Madara, maybe Kakashi is the worst one, but Edo Madara is like the second worst. And then we have the final valleys. I pulled these right here because I feel like after the second anniversary is when we should take a look at units, right? Because the units before the second anniversary were all good banner 1% rate units, right? These are all 0.33 right here, all of these. So they should be like seen in the same ground, right? How does INDRA fare with all of these? I feel like not counting the final values because they're like separate units, they're the best units in the game. These other units, INDRA is like up there. He's a good unit. Like also Madara and Hashirama, they're kind of like out there because they're also celebration units, and celebration units have to be the best units in the game. It's just how it works. And I feel like INDRA is not as good as them, and you should skip INDRA because it's not a celebration unit. You should always summon for celebrations or these banners. So a lot of people have been saying in my comment section, I'll be skipping INDRA. I'll be skipping INDRA, and I'm like, yeah, I agree. I feel like skipping INDRA is a good thing. I literally just made a video about Sasori. He's on Global. It's another subject, but it relates to it. A lot of people are like, man, should I summon for Sasori? And I'm like, no, skip. Don't summon on every single banner. I feel like there's the same sentiment for INDRA right here. You shouldn't summon on every single banner that releases. If you summon on every single banner, let's say you save, like right now I have, I'm free to play on Global right now, and I have 246 pearls. The last time I spent pearls was in that banner that I just said a month ago. If I just save my pearls and skip this banner, if I skip this banner, next Blazing Festival I can do all steps for free. But if I summon on this banner all steps, I'm not gonna be able to do all steps. I'm gonna stay 246. Maybe next week I'm gonna have like 270. So I'll go to like step 6, and I wouldn't get the guaranteed. That's why you should not summon every single banner. If you are not gonna do all steps, I feel like you should not summon on a banner at all. Literally, at all. If you're not gonna do all steps, you should skip that banner 100%. The last step is the most important one. And I'm not saying like, oh, you should buy pearls to do it. If you save the pearls, man, if you just keep some banners, you're gonna have full pearls to do one. As I said, last time I summoned was a month ago, and I almost have enough to do like full steps already. Like next week, the Super Impact is gonna come. I'm gonna get like the pearls for the Super Impact. How much is it? I don't know exactly, but I'm gonna get those pearls. I'm gonna get pearls again for PvP. I'm gonna get for the next Ninja Road that's come, because Ninja Road is gonna update before the next Blazing Festival. So that's pearls that I already planned ahead on getting, right? And then I'm gonna be having full pearls for doing full steps on the next Blazing Festival, or the next banner, just like that one that I said that released a month ago, right? Next time a banner like this comes out, not necessarily for me because I don't need final value units anymore, I already have them, but next time these banners come around again, like I'm gonna have pearls enough. So I also wanted to compare him to other body units. So of course we have Final by Sasuke, which is the best body unit. All the other body Blazing Festivals, right? We also have Hashirama, which is another, of course, body Blazing Festival, which if you compare them, like INDRA is so much better, right? Night Guy, he's a shafted unit. INDRA is much better than him. Shinen Sasuke, INDRA is much better than him. Jiraiya, INDRA is much better than him, and Killer B is also INDRA is much better than him. I would say INDRA is like the second best body unit in the game. But does it make it so like worth summoning for him? Is a real question. And like, I would say you have to look in your box, right? Every single banner you have to look in your box and feel if you need. Like right now, let me take a look at my box. As someone that spent like, I know how much I spent this game. I mean, not much. Like, only time I bought pearls was for like this banner for Skill Madara. And yeah, right? I don't know. I think so. Like, I don't need I already have Jiraiya, which I've talked about. I have Killer B? I don't. I have Hashirama. I don't have Killer B, wow. I have Hashirama. I have Night Guy. I have Final Fight Sasuke. I can already make a body team. I don't need INDRA. And you have to look at your box and be like, do I need INDRA? Because if you don't need something, why would you summon for it? I have this issue. I can't really. I have this issue with Dokkan where a new unit comes out. I don't need that unit, but I want it, and I summon for it. But I mean, Blazing and Dokkan are very different, right? Blazing, we have the step-ups, and the step-ups guarantee you stuff. Dokkan is just random, like every single multi is out there, you know? You can get anything. So there's a big issue with people that just don't go for that last multi in the step-up, and they just go in on every single banner. And I feel like that's not smart. You should be always saving pearls for banners like these, or if you want to summon for a banner like INDRA's banner that just goes 9 steps in, you should save for that type of banner. Let me just go over him, and then I'm gonna end the video and just doing this PSA, right? I think INDRA is a very skippable banner. If you need a good body unit, if you're the, like, specifically to you need a good body unit, I'll say go for it, because he's an amazing body unit. But also his Final Valley Sasuke, and you can wait for a banner where he comes back, you know? Just saying. Like what? I pulled... Did I pull... I already had... Yeah, I pulled Final Valley Sasuke and Naruto in this banner. Doing just one sword of step, right? Or did I go further than just one sword of step? I think I just did one sword of step and I got both of them, and then when I went further, I didn't get jack shit. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I did buy pearls for this banner. That's right. So yeah, going over INDRA. INDRA has a very good potential because he does have that syncing with mid-range that I just realized he had. Unfortunately, if you take a look at the good body units, Sasuke is short range, Hashirama is long range, Night Guy is short range, this Sasuke is mid-range. I was thinking too hard. This Sasuke is mid-range, so there's that. Jiraiya is vast, and Killer Bee is short. Killer Bee is such a forgotten unit. I remember when he was, like, really good. So, like, syncing with mid-range could not be, like, an all-time thing, but it could happen. The real takeaway for him is the 30% damage reduction and nullifying types advantage. He can be, again, really helpful for body teams if you can max dupe him. If you can't, like, without abilities, he's quite meh. I mean, every single unit right here. Minato is garbage without abilities. So without abilities, he's garbage, but with abilities, he's really good. Hashirama, I think, yeah, he's good without abilities. I feel like he can work out without abilities, but with abilities, he's way better. Madara is kind of meh without abilities, he's okay. Kakashi is trash. Shisui is quite good without abilities, but with abilities, of course, is much better. Itachi is trash without abilities, but with abilities, he's pretty good. Madara is garbage nonetheless. But Naruto is good, and Sasuke is good without them, but he's a unit that needs abilities. He needs them. Just like Minato needs them. And if you can't just max dupe him, I would say just don't even go for him. If you have other units to dupe as well, right? If you have, like, Final Fight Naruto and Sasuke to max dupe, just go for them. Just go for max duping them and not INDRA, right? So, the ultimates were really could make him such a better unit, but they decided to go with the gives you 70% chance of mobilization resistance, which, like, made my PP so soft. It was like, same thing as Shin and Sasuke. That's what they did to Shin and Sasuke, and it's even higher on Shin and Sasuke, but it just made my PP so soft. Why would they do this? It just made me sad, but I would just say, skip the banner if you don't need a body unit, and if you really need it, just go for it. My opinion, you can disagree.